That's why I refuse to quit. South Carolina will vote on Saturday, but on Sunday, I'll still be running for president. I'm not going anywhere. I'm campaigning every day until the last person votes, because I believe in a better America and a brighter future for our kids. Nothing good in life comes easy. I'm willing to take the cuts, the bruises, and the name-calling, because the only way you get to the blessing is by going through the pain. Dropping out would be the easy route. I've never taken the easy route.
If your liberal/neocon BS translator is letting you down, what she's actually saying is, look, I'm going to get my ass kicked tomorrow in my own home state. It's going to be incredibly embarrassing, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here on Sunday. And guess what? I'll still be in second place, a very, very distant second place, because I, Nikki Haley, I believe in America almost as much as I believe in Orange Man Bad theory. So I'm going to stick around until the deep state handles this dude Trump for me. And that is essentially what Nikki Haley is saying. And that's her goal. That is her goal. I think it would have sounded better, a little more believable if she said it kind of like I did instead of that weak, patronizing garbage that she actually gave us. And all I have to say is please, please, God, please arm, protect, and guide the Secret Service agents responsible for Donald Trump. But anyway, that's her pitch. And she's going to lurk around and embarrass herself in all 50 states and 20 other places just to see what happens. And I got to say, that is a better pitch than her All That Matters Is Ukraine pitch, and it's definitely a better pitch than her I'm Not Yet Retirement Age pitch.
We're talking about the most demanding job in human history. You don't give it to someone who's at risk of dementia. You give it to someone who's disciplined, someone who can work day and night for 8 straight years.
What does she even mean, at risk for dementia? I mean, is she that weak then? Is she not willing to just say Joe Biden has dementia? She might as well just say Donald Trump has it as well. I mean, her allies in the media have been pushing that for who knows how many months, actually probably years, because who the hell? Who is not at risk for dementia? What does that even mean? Another great pitch of Nikki Haley. Vote for her. She's not a spineless wonder like all other politicians. She's not afraid to speak the truth.
Politicians who now publicly embrace Trump privately dread him. They know what a disaster he's been and will continue to be for our party. They're just too afraid to say it out loud. Well, I'm not afraid to say the hard truths out loud. I feel no need to kiss the ring. I have no fear of Trump's retribution. I'm not looking for anything from him. My own political future is of zero concern. So I hear what the political class says, but I hear from the American people too.
Man, how lucky are we that we have an opportunity to be led by someone so young and so honest, someone who believes in America almost as much as they believe in Orange Man Bad theory. Luckily, she's actually known for truth.
Tonight, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley showering her former boss, Donald Trump, with compliments after Trump's revenge-seeking speech at CPAC. Haley tweeted this afterward: strong speech by President Trump about the winning policies of his administration and what the party needs to unite behind moving forward. The liberal media wants a GOP civil war. Not going to happen. This also is the same Nikki Haley who was just turned down by Trump for a meeting at Mar-a-Lago last month. The rejection after a big profile on her was published in Politico, and she told Tim Alberta on the record this in the days after the insurrection. She said, quote, "I don't think he's going to be in the picture. I don't think he can. He's fallen so far."
They're going to turn around and bring about impeachment, yet they say they're for unity. I mean, they beat him up before he got into office. They're beating him up after he leaves office. I mean, at some point, give the man a break. Move on.
Well, shit, that's confusing. I got to say, I'm beginning to wonder who Nikki Haley really is. And I wonder even more if she even knows herself who she is. One thing I will say, that she's telling the truth about, she's not a normal politician. She's right. I think almost every other politician we've ever seen would suspend a campaign before getting their clock cleaned in their own home state. I think most politicians would tell us that there would be nothing more humiliating than losing by a landslide, or really losing it all in your home state, a state that you were the governor of. But Haley, she seems pretty oblivious to it.
College.
It's exactly right. It is unthinkable. And it's the worst of socialism when you see that he is basically making people who didn't go to college pay for those who did go to college. Michael and I spent years paying off our student loan debt. But if you want to talk about that, what we're really getting to is we can't let Biden or Kamala Harris have another administration. And if you showed a lot of polls in the front, the one you should have showed was the Marquette poll that just came out, that shows that Trump and Biden are margin of error. We're going to once again be biting our nails, wondering if Trump can pull it off, and he can't. I defeat Joe Biden by 18 points in the Marquette poll. The thing is, we have to make sure that we can win. We want to do all these changes in our country. None of those changes matter if we can't beat Biden. And we've got to get that done. And that's why these primaries matter, is we can talk about who we like all day long. But at the end of the day, if who you like can't win, then we're in a whole ball of mess. And we cannot take 4 more years of Joe Biden.
How do you get there? This Saturday, the primary. How do you get there beyond this state when you haven't won a state yet? How do you win your first state?
I mean, it's amazing to say I haven't won a state yet. You've only had 3 states that have voted.
Well, it's not amazing.
We need to
South
go ahead and let
Carolina's winner
these
take
states.
all. I mean,
we need to let
he's going to pick up more delegates.
South Carolinians have not voted yet. South Carolinians have not voted yet.
Fair.
Look, if you and everybody else tells me to get out of this race,
I'm not telling you
it would be the
anything.
longest general election race in history. Keep in mind, 70% of Americans have said they don't want Trump or Biden. They are the most disliked politicians in America. 60% of Americans have said Donald Trump's too old and Joe Biden's too old to run for president. We have to win, and we need a new generational leader that can put in 8 years of hard work, day and night, making sure we get things done. No drama, no vendettas, just results for the American people. I'm determined to go to every single state and give people the right. If 70% don't want Trump or Biden, let them have another option. Let's let them vote. Let's let this play out. 10 days after South Carolina, 20 plus states and territories will vote. Let's let that happen.
Real quickly, and I'm going to ask my team for grace on this, Saturday, February 24th, the same day.
You showed some polls, Harris. What you should have done was showed the one poll in the long storied history of polls that actually said something promising about Nikki Haley, is essentially what you just said. And Nikki Haley, she wants to let this play out until the end. And I think she's doing it because she really does believe that somehow, some way, through lawfare or some other election interference tactic, or worse even, that she'll be the last man standing. And that worries me. It worries me because maybe she really does know something that we don't know. But part of me actually does want to see this play out. I want to see how few delegates she really can get for her Democrat donors' money. Pretty interesting experiment, But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Let me know yours in the comments, and let me know, what do you think is going to happen in South Carolina tomorrow with Nikki Haley? And if you haven't already, be a part of this journey here on the channel. Be a part of our growth. Like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Really does mean a lot. I'll see you in the next one.